Candy, 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 it's such a special treat. Candy, 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 it's so much fun to eat. Candy, 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 now it's time to play with my big candy scale to find out what it weighs. Hey!
There's Mr. Kilo's Candy Shop!
There's the big bag of candy.
Just like
we
told you.
2 pounds looks really big. Remember we estimated it would have 50 pieces of candy in it? Now that I see it, I think there's more than that.
That's what I think too. Here's the money we earned from doing our chores.
And if we calculated it right, that should be enough to buy 2 pounds of candy.
Did I hear someone say candy by the pound? Hello kids, welcome to my candy shop. My candy is only $5 a pound, tax included.
We want to buy the big bag that weighs 2 pounds.
We calculated that we would need $10.
That's absolutely correct. I'll give you 2 pounds of candy for $10. Let me make you a big, fresh 2-pound bag. I have my scale right here.
What's a scale for?
You know, when you go to the doctor's and you stand on something and it tells you your number?
That's how much you weigh in pounds.
Yes, doctors like to keep track of that measurement.
To make sure you're growing and healthy.
Oh, I know what my weight is. I weigh 1 pound. Hey, measuring also happens when they check my height. That's in inches. I'm almost 12 inches tall.
If they're both measurements, why is 1 inches and 1 pounds?
Those are called units. It means the kind of measuring you're doing. For example, we measure weight in pounds, and we measure height in inches and in feet.
In the country where I come from, we don't use pounds and feet. We use other units. I had to learn a whole new system when I moved to America.
Ooh, I read about that. Most other countries use the metric system. But hardly anyone except the United States uses pounds and inches to measure.
Either way, it still works. But I love the metric system. It's actually much easier to calculate with. And here's the big news. I am converting my whole shop to the metric system. Soon I will measure all my candy, not in pounds, but in grams. But my scale can measure both. It will be so much fun to weigh in grams because I will get to use bigger numbers. I love big numbers.
Why would you use bigger numbers for grams?
Come look at my scale. I will show you. I can press this button and it changes grams to ounces. There are 16 ounces in a pound. It's like a smaller piece.
Oh, like there are 12 inches in a foot. So, a unit is how you divide up something.
Now look at this. I will put the bag of candy on the scale.
It says 2 pounds, or 36 ounces.
Now I will set the scale to grams and we will weigh the exact same bag.
Wow, 907 grams. Why is it so much bigger?
That's because grams are a smaller unit, smaller even than ounces. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound, but there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram.
907 grams. That's almost a kilogram. 1,000 grams.
But the weight is the same.
But my number is bigger.
The number is bigger because there are more units to count. As you can see, the weight in pounds and the weight in grams are exactly the same. 2 pounds and 907 grams are equal weights, but with different units.
Oh, okay. But you get to say you have 907 grams of candy instead of just 2 pounds.
That's more fun. Bigger numbers for everyone. Plus, since grams are smaller, I can weigh my candy more precisely. And everything in the metric system is in groups of 10, not like here.
I get it. I'm a little more than 3 feet, 3 inches tall.
You can show us using the meter stick. On this side, its units are metric. But look, on the other side, the units are inches and feet.
Me. If I want to know how many inches tall I am, I have to multiply those 3 feet by 12 because there are 12 inches in a foot.
Hey, we're the exact same height. How tall would we be in the metric system?
Why don't you find out? Flip the stick over to the metric side. Its units are millimeters.
Those are tiny. Look, there are 10 tiny lines in between those longer lines.
Yes, those bigger units are centimeters.
They look easier to count because there are not so many of them. There are a lot of them in this meter.
There are 100 centimeters in a meter.
Wow! I'm 1 meter tall. I wonder if I could figure out how many centimeters that is.
There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So you are 100 centimeters tall. It's that simple. Multiplying by 10 is super easy once you learn decimals.
Yes, very easy.
I'm glad you're going to use the metric system.
Me too. Thanks for making it easier to calculate how much candy we have.
And how tall we are.
Here's your big, beautiful 2-pound bag or 907-gram bag of candy. Enjoy!
Candy party, candy party, candy party, candy
Let's
party.
go.